The appetizer features preparation of beurre blanc in Phoenix. Vincent Guerithault teams it with a stuffed poblano chili containing diced bell pepper and mushrooms. The entree is cooked by Robert Bruce in New Orleans. It's a whole red snapper served with brown butter, garlic, thyme, shallots, and capers. Then from Las Vegas, Jean-Louis Palladin does dessert, a baked banana using the papillote method with foil. It's flavored with rum and presented with ice cream and caramel. Vincent Guerithault's restaurant has been cited continuously as most popular and best in the area by Zagat, 4 stars by the Mobile Travel Guide, and the chef-owner was awarded Best Chef Southwest by the James Beard Society. He melds French training with local product. To wit, stuffed poblano chili.
For the chilies, the stuffed chili, we're going to need some poblano chilies or California chilies, ham chilies. They work both wonderfully. We have some mushrooms, wild mushrooms here. We have some chanterelles and some yellow foot. Shiitakes, portobellos would work also. We need some bell peppers, yellow, red, and green bell peppers. We need to roast the poblano or the California chili, the ham chili. So what we're going to do on a very hot pan, we're going to put some to roast here.
The poblano chili is the only one used in this dish.
If you want to go a little faster, you can use a blowtorch. Or you can use the grill. The next step is going to have to be to put those peppers in a bag, in a plastic bag, in a pepper bag, so they can sweat a little bit, and it's easier to peel the outside layer. So we I'm going to wrap those very tightly here. In about 20 minutes, we will peel them, and they'll be ready to be used. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil here, and the bell peppers for the stuffing. For the mushrooms, the best way, some of them need to be a little washed, like the chanterelles, for example, has a little bit of dirt. So the best way is, if you have to wash them in a little bath of water, do it very quickly. Don't leave them too long in the water. Or you can also, with a towel, you can just wipe them a little bit like this. And but don't leave them too long in the water. They're going to otherwise absorb too much, and you're going to have to cook them a little longer to get rid of the moisture here. So what we're going to do here, and we're going to put the mushrooms now with the bell peppers.
The poblano chili is removed from the plastic wrap and skinned.
And we're going to open the poblano here a little bit. The stuffing is ready. If you want, we can also, a little variation, you can leave the olive oil the way it was, cooked with olive oil, but we also can put a dash of cream here, just to bind it a little more. And we're going to stuff it right here. So we're going to put some shallots right here. A little bit of white wine.
The chef starts a beurre blanc.
A little bit of vinegar. And we're going to reduce the shallots, the white wine, the vinegar. We're going to reduce that down until it's completely dry. Now we're going to put a little dash of cream here. Salt, pepper, and we're going to add little chunks of butter. We're going to bring that, we don't want to boil it, but just barely simmer. The cream is going to help and it's going to bind the sauce. Your real beurre blanc doesn't have any cream in it, but here we're going to add some to make sure that the sauce stays together. Okay, a little bit of lemon juice. Voilà, bon appétit!
The Palace Cafe in downtown New Orleans is one of several first-class operations flying under the Brennan name, Commander's Palace Branch. At taping time, the chef there was New Orleans native Robert Bruce. He pays homage to the city's first lady of food with Ella's whole roasted fish.
What I've got here is beeliner snapper, which is a beautiful fish from the Gulf. And I've already taken the guts out because I didn't want you to have to deal with that. What we're going to do is we're going to take it about right here. We're going to hack that sucker right in half. Take the head off. Take our scissors. Cut the spinies off so they don't poke you. Okay? Trim the tail a little bit. Oops. Okay. So that's there. And then what we're going to do is, it's been scaled already. The scales are gone from it. What we're going to do is we're going to season it with some Creole seasoning on both sides and dredge it in some cornmeal. Okay? And in our saute pan, what we're going to do is get some nice ripples there. Place the fish in the saute pan. We're going to let that sear on both sides. Meanwhile, we're going to prepare our sweet potato ribbons. Then we take it, and we poke it right there. Stick that in there like that. It's a handy dandy little machine here. And then twist and push, and the sweet potato just comes out. Use a lot of this as a garnish. Pile it high, looks great, tastes great. It's outstanding. Takes a little effort.
It's unlikely a vertical slicer will be found in a home kitchen. Here's an alternative method.
We're gonna make that by simply taking a peeled sweet potato. These are from Opelousas, Louisiana, and we're gonna go down it like that, turning it the whole time, so that you don't want it to be too wide. You want it to be ribbons. So you keep turning it. Till you have enough ribbons. This is a great way to do it if you're doing it at home. If you have one of those special little chromium, titanium Suzy Wan machines, it's a little bit faster that way. But this is another way to do it right here. We're gonna take our little fry basket, take our sweets, long. Careful not to overcrowd the basket. Check our grease first, make sure it's ready. It's looking good. It's going to be a couple of minutes on the grease. In a separate pan, let it get hot first. We're going to put a couple tablespoons of salted butter, okay? Salted butter. You want to slowly melt this butter and then it's going to brown nicely. If you do it too fast, it's going to burn too quick. There. Check our fish. Go a little bit more. We're going to sear the fish on both sides, and then we're going to finish roasting it in the oven for about 15 minutes until it's nice and crispy. So while our butter's melting here, what we're going to add to it, we're going to add a little kosher salt, some chopped shallots, some chopped garlic, a little cracked white pepper. Swirl it around a little bit. We're going to steep some whole thyme leaves into it. And put some capers into that. That's going to brown slightly. And then at the end, we're going to add some lemon juice to that. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to go ahead and flip the fish. It's nicely browned on one side, and the skin is crisp because you want to have that crisp skin. Okay. Gently turn it over. Okay, let's see what that. See, it's nice and crisp right there. Then what we're going to do is put it in a 500-degree oven for about 15 minutes. Fry our sweet potatoes. Okay, we have our ribbons here, and carefully want to put those into the grease. Be careful not to overload the basket. Last thing you want to do is have your grease all over the place. So you must be careful when you do this. And on the side, what we have here is a hotel pan to drain the sweet potatoes before we plate them on the fish. When this is just about getting brown here, check our sweet potatoes, they're looking good. We're gonna take our little lemon wrap here. We're gonna squeeze some fresh lemon juice into that. Okay. You wanna make sure that you swirl this stuff well so that it forms a more emulsified type butter. If it sits too long, if it just sits there, it'll boil and it'll look like grease on the plate. Drain them. Season those with a little salt, kosher salt, freshly cracked white pepper. We're gonna place our fish down on the plate. We're gonna garnish that with the bubbling beurre noisette. We're gonna place our fried sweet potatoes kind of off to the side, leave a little space so you can get to the food. Okay? And on that, we're gonna garnish it with some fresh herbs in the sauce and on the fish, and send some diced red peppers. That's the Ellis fish with the sweet potato nest.
Jean-Louis Palladin's mother was Spanish, his father Italian, and he was born in Gascony, which he calls French food paradise. He got into cooking for more terrestrial motives. He hated school. Now one of the celebrities in Las Vegas at Napa in the Rio Hotel, he prepares roasted banana with hazelnuts.
I'm doing banana papillote with raisin, white raisin, and rum, and a caramel of banana caramel. Here you have the banana puree, sugar, the raisin, the rum, vanilla sugar, butter, some nut, and we did for 24 hours, we slice the banana and dry in the oven with a little bit of sugar. The oven is around 100 degrees all night. And the next morning you arrive, just take it out, and that's exactly what we have. What I'm doing right now, I'm just gonna do the caramel first, a little bit of sugar, with the banana puree. What I'm doing, I'm adding salt, sugar, vanilla sugar, some raisin, some rum, and a little bit of butter. You need to have an oven at about 350 degrees, and that's going to cook for about 8 minutes. Be careful not to do any hole on the paper. Gonna cook for about 8 minutes. After 8 minutes, going to open it, add the caramel, some dry hazelnut, and we're gonna do it with the banana ice cream, or if you have vanilla ice cream, or chocolate chip cookie ice cream, whatever, or a rum ice cream, you can just use your imagination to do it. I'm very careful not to burn the caramel. The papillote is going into the oven. Caramel start to have a beautiful color. We just open the papillote after 8 minutes with a knife or a scissors like you want. Put it on a plate. You have the and the rum. You add the caramel on top of the banana. You want to add some nut all around to have the crispy. And I'm going to add the ice cream, the banana ice cream. Just on top of it. And I have my dry banana.